Well, hello, hi, welcome to everybody's favorite podcast. And I know it's been a while since I've used that kind of intro for my Clean With Me's, but we are ready and raring to go for this week. We're straight into it. I didn't feel much of an intro because I'm not gonna lie, I was just not in the mood to do intros, feeling all cute. I was like, this is just like one of those weeks where I'm pushing the boulder up the hill. I know I say that probably every other week, but this week, I don't know, babes. I don't know. I was just exhausted, but I think I had a little bit of time and I just wanted to get as much cleaning as I could in this time frame where I had no children and I could get it undisrupted. Speaking of undisrupted, I do not have the dog in the room with me tonight. No, no. I booted him out of the room and it's just me. He is with my husband, so he's not lonely. He does like to be around someone. So hopefully we don't have any little noises in the background. But honestly, who knows how long that's gonna last in this household. So, how has everyone's first few days of summer been? I mean, spring. It's only spring, Victoria, calm down. How has it been? Honestly, I have been embracing, darling, embracing the warmer weather. I am ready for it. Goodbye, winter. Oh, well, what we really have is not considered much of a winter here, but I am more than ready to say sayonara to it and move on. I'm feeling happy. It's like my mood has lifted. We are just ready and raring for what is left of the year. I honestly can't believe how quick it's going. I was looking at my garage and I'm like, in a few months, I'm going to be cleaning this out again and doing my declutter series. But I was also looking at the Christmas trees and I'm thinking, my goodness, I'm not even going to get to do it this year. Honestly, I am typically one of those girls who likes to get it up 1st of November and then get it down mid January once I'm really over it and I'm like, okay, I want the space back. So I love to have it as long as possible. But this year, I think I said in the last video that we are doing a party for the kids, and just because there is limited space in our house, we are not going to have the Christmas tree up until December. Literally, watch me the day after the kid's birthday. I will be having it done. Anyway, I'm a little bit off track, but I did decide that in this particular video, I was gonna basically dust myself out to the high heavens, give myself some hay fever, you name it, because I decided to clean out this fireplace and it's just, oh, honestly, the ash just drives me crazy. And because the season is basically over, we're not using it anymore, I was like, I can finally clean it out. This stuff was thick, okay? I'm not gonna lie, it was like hamburger, quarter pounder size. It was time to get rid of it. And then, anyway, my daughter decided to get in on the journey and was like, yes, ma'am, let me have a go at that too. So, we like to let them do Montessori over here. Or we're just really letting them clean the house up for me. But it truly is my least favorite thing to do just because it's dusty. And I'm like, even when I'm trying to be so precise with it, it's just poof, poof, poof everywhere. And it's dust all over everything. And I'm just like, now I've got another chore to wipe everything down. Anyway, in the background, you can see me. I am watching Zoella's Vlogust. I did end up watching almost all of it. I was surprised because I missed basically all of last year's one. I was like, oh no, I'll just bank them all up and then watch them throughout September because I just wasn't feeling it in August. And then I just never did because I was like, oh, it's a month behind. I kind of like the feeling of watching it literally the day after they've just done it. It feels like it's so close. Whereas if you wait the month, it's oh, this is a month old content. It just doesn't hit the same. So this year I was like, okay, I do really want to watch it. Let's just do it each night. And I had been doing it in this one. I think it was the birthday party of their kids. So I was like, oh yeah, let's just do this while we're cleaning. And then I've been also watching it while I'm washing the dishes. That was a bit of a slippery sentence there, but if you saw this vlog, you will know just how OTT the party is for their kid. Love it. Wish I could have that kind of lifestyle. Renting out two massive jumping castles and then having pizzas made on site, having the Mr. Whippy on site. Like, come on, let me have that lifestyle. I was like, oh, maybe we could have an ice cream stand at my kids' party, or even we were gonna have catering, but I didn't know if I wanted to do pizza or something else. So we're undecided on what we're gonna do because I don't feel like doing a lot of cooking this year. I said to my husband, I'm like, I just really want to relax, enjoy it, because being part of a Filipino family, they love to cook food, and that's fine. It's just the food is a bit of a stress source, and it's like I want them to enjoy the party more than cooking the food. Like I actually want to be there for my kids and not being stressed out, watching my husband being stressed out. You know what I mean? Like, just let's everybody sit and relax. So I think we've just decided to go a little easier this year on the food, and we will just be doing some catering instead. So anyway, I'm going to put on a song now because in today's cleaning video, we are here for a good time and not a long time.
You and me stuck on the ocean now, nothing but waves and they're spilling in. I wanna dry up but you just keep on going, don't you? I don't even know how we got here, all my reasoning have disappeared. I wanna bury the hatchet and find the way back to our home, our home, our home. We don't have to drift inside this dome. I will not let us fade away. It's not a price I wanna pay, and it's not too late. No, we lost our purpose, chasing all that surplus. You were all that I need. I feel that we can break free. We can still go back there to a place with no cares. We can turn this ship around. We can turn this ship around all the way back home. Could be ourselves, didn't have much but nevertheless we were true to each other, but now we don't even bother. I remember you being hopeful, but the tall waves have worn us down, and slowly we are drowning. That's why you need to come with me, with me, with me. Turn around 180 degrees and cross the sea. I will not let us fade away. It's not a price I wanna pay, and it's not too late. No, we lost our purpose, chasing all that surplus. You were all that I need. I feel that we can break free. We can still go back there to a place with no cares. We can turn this ship around. We can turn this ship around all the way back home. Knew we could do so many great things, so believe in me, I believe in you, and I just feel that this will be an upswing, so hear me out. No, we lost our purpose, chasing all that surplus. You were all that I need. I feel that we can break free. We can still go back there to a place with no cares. We can turn this ship around. We can turn this ship around all the way back home. Chasing all that we chasing all that we chasing all that we all the way back home. Chasing all that we chasing all that we chasing all that we all the way back home.
Okay, so that clip you just saw of me on my phone, I call it the great ADHD break, because I will be like, yeah, I just did a task. let me scroll for 5 minutes. But then the 5 minutes, slowly trickle into 6 and then 10 and then 15. And before you know it, you're like, how did a whole hour go by? And I haven't done anything. So anyway, I was like, maybe as well call myself out. But I added this new little thing to the back of my door, mostly just to cover the scratches because the dogs used to sleep in here at night. Didn't work out too great. As you can see, they were like, no, girl, let us sleep next to you. So anyway, we did that. It lasted maybe like 2 or 3 days. And 4 years later, he's still sleeping in our bedroom. So anyway, I decided to give these drawers a little spruce up. I feel like I used to do this all the time in my videos when I did Clean With Me's back in the day, but like I just don't do them anymore, mostly because I hang up like literally 70% of the kids' clothes just because it's so much easier for me. I hate folding. Like, I'm not gonna waste my life, hours of my life, literal hours of my life folding clothes. No ma'am. For them just to rummage through it, so I just hang it all up. It literally takes me seconds. So that's what we do in this household. Highly recommend it if you're like me. So anyway, that's what I do, and I felt so much better about just like tidying it up a little bit, being able to see what we've got, because sometimes I'm like, where is this item? And then it's like there, but I'm too stressed and I don't see it. Oh gosh, speaking of old videos and old Clean With Me videos, I went on a trip down memory lane at looking at my Clean With Me's, and I was like, what happened? Like, literally 2 3 years ago, my house was not as messy in those videos as it is today in the videos that I'm making. And I'm like, what's the difference? And I realized that while I had 2 kids in those videos, one didn't even move. Like, one was literally just a crawler at that point in time and wasn't making very much mess. Whereas now I've got 2 fully grown little children running around and just like wreaking havoc and wanting stuff all the time and just being a little more independent. And that's fine, that is part of life. But I guess I always thought that the grass would be greener on the other side when my daughter grew up a little bit more. Like, I thought, I'll have my hands free, there'll be a little bit less crying, I'll be able to like move around a little bit more. Little did I know that she would just be as snuggly as ever. She did not grow out of that, okay? And we do love it. I won't lie, we do love it. But yeah, so I guess the grass is not always greener. It's just a little bit more mess now, but I love my kids and I'm blessed with them, so it doesn't matter that much. Speaking of grass being greener on the other side, I saw a TikTok video. I love to give you a little TikTok video to go and watch. I saw one and literally it was one of 3 videos that this lady had uploaded. And honestly, I don't know how they do it, because somehow the smallest accounts manage to have the most viral videos within like a few goes, okay? Anyway, so what was happening was this lady is camping and there's another lady filming her, and the first lady has a little baby in her arms and then has an older child next to her, and they're both screaming and she's sitting there trying to eat her dinner, okay? And I think I've got this reposted if you want to go check it out. But she's just trying to eat her dinner, kids are screaming, and then that lady is just like, you're gonna miss it. Like, she's singing a song that's like, you're gonna miss these days, you're gonna want them back, blah 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 blah. Basically, if you've ever seen that video where it's like, to your surprise, you will miss these days profoundly, and then it's just like a play on that basically. And it's like, no, I really don't think I will miss those days. Anyway, she's cracking up in like what would be a really hard time. So I think that video is hilarious. Go and check it out, because it's just like, I know I'm supposed to miss these days, but am I gonna miss my kid throwing tantrums and like feeling like I can't catch a break? Who knows? Anyway, we're in my daughter's room. We're giving her a good little clean. It's probably my least favorite. Actually, I say all the rooms are my least favorite to clean, but this one I think filming wise is the most difficult. And it's just like, there's not enough space for my camera setup, and then it's not that interesting, right? Definitely needs a refresh from when I did it a few years ago, but we're working on those things, okay? Like, let's not add too many things to my plate because the brain is scattered as it is. So yeah, I don't know, I feel uninspired. Like, I've still got the baby sleeping sign on the front. She's no longer a baby. But anyway, I don't know. I just feel a little bit uninspired. I think that's what I'm looking for. And I'm ready to get rid of everything in here and just start fresh. I was in H&M today. Did a little shoppy poo. You'll see it in my next video. I got a little something for myself. And yeah, I was like, oh, look at all these cute linen bedding sets. And I was like, oh gosh, I can't wait to do my daughters. They had this beautiful purple color. It was like, you know, like what dusty pink is? It's like that, but to the purple color. And I was like, oh, this would be so nice with like a little, maybe like a floral quilt cover. And I'm like, oh, don't get carried away, Victoria. You have so many things on your list you want to get. In my head, I'm an organized woman and I have lots of money and I feel like I can get everything done the way I want it. And honestly, that's just not the truth, okay? I just spent $400 on groceries. I'm a broke girl and I don't even want to talk about that, okay? That's a sour moment. But yeah, let me just speak on that roller blind before we like completely move on. Actually, there's going to be a few things I got to catch up, okay? So let me get through this. I know that thing is way too small. I bought the right size one, okay? The windowsill is like 190. I bought 180, right? Should have left a little gap. Do you think that thing fit in there? Not a freaking chance. And I measured that little snitch, okay? I went back multiple times. I said, this can't be right. This cannot be right. No matter how many times I measured it, it came out at like 190 or 185, something like that, okay? Then the one that I bought said that the total length was 180. Someone tell me what's going on there. So anyway, I bought the next size down, which is like now ridiculously small. I think it's like 170. It's way too small. So there's a gap on the side. You get it. I basically suck at window trimmings. Now, the second thing I was going to say, at that bin section, I bought that little antibacterial clean. It's supposed to be like a natural? I think that's what I was trying to say. Anti-back thing, and I was like, oh yeah, I'll buy it. It's on clearance for $2. Haven't used it once yet, right? So I just was like, okay, let's use this. And I don't know, do people use these in their house? Because they're kind of expensive. Like this one was just on clearance for $2, down from like something crazy like $15. That's why I got it. But the other ones I'm looking at, like the aerosol spray ones from Besitos, whatever it's called, $8 a can. And like, what do you use it for? Like, I don't know. Like, I just don't have that many situations where I use something like that. So maybe I just wasted my coin on something and I just bought into the whole, it's on clearance for $2. Look, I really meant to play music by now, but honestly, we're on the ADHD train today and all stops go to Yap City, so I do apologize. Anyway, we're in my bathroom and I decided that I was overseeing how many lipsticks and how much makeup in here that I just don't use. Like, I have 4 or 5 of these containers that stores like every single kind of makeup product I need, but I don't use a lot of it, and I try to use the different lipsticks in my videos, but I just don't get around to it, okay? So I just decided today was the day. Let's just throw out every single thing that I'm not going to use, any kind of product I don't like. I really love liquid lipsticks. They just stay in place all day and I don't have to stress about it. And I have so many lipsticks that weren't, so I was like, goodbye, see you later. We are no more.
I'm sorry I let you down. I said some things that I never should have said, and I know you're hurting, but I've been somewhere else. I closed my eyes and all I ever saw was her, and my head was burning. And it's not okay, it's not alright, but I can't take it back. I just tried to feel something I only felt when we started drinking. I know it isn't fair, cause I've been selfish and I wasn't thinking, cause I still loved someone else. I just tried to feel something was never yours. I'm so sick of hiding it. My heart's not in it, and I don't think it's ever been. And I'm tired of fighting. I fucking hate that I've been lying for all of these years. You asked me all about her, and I said you got nothing to fear. That I'd let her go. And it's not okay, it's not alright. I held you close when I was down, but honestly, it was always gonna be somebody else. I just tried to feel something I only felt when we started drinking. I know it isn't fair, 'cause I've been selfish and I wasn't thinking. 'Cause I still love someone else. I just tried to feel something that wasn't there, no. 'Cause you were never mine, I was never yours. I was never yours. No, I was never yours. I was never yours.
I was saying to my husband about how there would be a time in our lives where it would be fun to live in somewhere like Paddington in Sydney in one of those terrace houses, because I always see them and I think, oh, they're so cute. It'd be fun, like not right now because, kids and we need a little bit more space. But darling, I went on to realestate.com for a decent one. Do you know how much they're charging? I almost died. DIED, like literally. I think for 1 week they were looking at 1,800, between 1,300 and 2,000, and that's for like a nicer one and not just like a bedroom out of a terrace house. So, oh my goodness, that fantasy just died real quick. I said $2,000. $2,000 for something smaller than what we live in. I guess it's all about location, location, location. And I don't know, I just get this feeling, I'm like, gosh, honestly, I don't know how to explain it. And I feel like I need to see a therapist about it, because I'm like, I need someone to describe to me what this feeling is. And like, I don't even know how to put it into words, but basically, look, I went into great detail about it. I listened to it back and was like, this is not going to make sense to anyone besides myself. Like, I was kind of going around in circles and I was like, let's just cut this out. So I have, and I'm sorry I won't be able to explain it to you. It's just like a feeling that I have, and I don't even know if I want to explain it to anyone. So anyway, point blank, we're just getting a little too deep. But $2,000 for like a 2-bedroom place in Paddington, mind blown. So apparently I was feeling crazy that day and decided to clean beside my son's bed. And as you can see, yes, it is the Toys R Us. It is the Toy Mate, Casey's World, whatever it's called. Yeah, it's all living down the side of my son's bed. He likes to apparently take so many toys to bed, and even though I do it every couple of months, this is how it looks. Oh, I don't know, man. I was just so zoning out so many times because I thought it's so overwhelming. I just couldn't get into the groove of it. Like, literally, this was 30 minutes of footage that I had to cut out. Probably like 20 minutes of me just scrolling my phone and then like speeding up the other little bit. Anyway, did feel quite accomplished once it was done and I was able to vacuum it. I'm like, thank goodness. Like, here's half the pieces of everything the kids have been using for the last few weeks, and it gets annoying when I can't find the pieces when I put it away. But so glad we got this finished off and I was able to change the sheets. I got him some new quilt covers, obviously from Vinnie's $8. Basically the same as the old ones he had, like white and checkered. But I had washed it for him, and thank goodness we are back into warmer weather because I was able to wash it and dry it in the same day. Look, honestly, that's unheard of territory in winter, Sydney winter weather. Anyways, I'm getting a little tired and delirious, and I'm overheating just slightly. So I'm going to get this fan on in a minute, and I'm going to love you, and I'm going to leave you. And yeah, I'll see you in the next one.